Hi, it's David, and I want to talk to you about making hundreds of thousands of pounds to millions of pounds in your business, and even if we could help. This saves you getting on a call for absolutely no reason, and it also means we can save a bit of time as well. I want to talk to you a little bit more about how we help businesses make more money to let you decide even if this is a fit. Now, if you've just meeting me for the first time, great to meet you. My name's David. I get brought in by companies internationally to help them increase their sales and revenue. From founder-led sales businesses in the solar space, for example, and property and coaches, consultants and experts, through to large organizations with really established sales teams. Now, the reason I get brought into businesses is a little bit different than most. A lot of the time people either go, we want more leads or we want more skills. But actually, what we do here is very different, but it ticks all the boxes. And I want to showcase that a little bit more for you so you can decide even if this is a fit, all right? Now, most people just tell me, I just want more leads. And yes, more leads can help. I've actually got something here. Let me show you. It's going to take us probably 60 to 90 seconds. And after watching this, if you decide that you don't want to take things any further, you don't need to. But if you see the benefit in this, then we can go to the next stage. Does that sound fair enough?
You likely think we want more leads, but how many do you actually convert? Let's imagine two businesses start with 100 leads each. One relies on basic skills and outdated processes, while the other has the turbocharged power of advanced sales training, automation, and streamlined systems. Let's see what happens. The first step is initial contact. The standard process is slow, relying on just a couple of calls. Only 30 to 50% of leads are engaged. Meanwhile, with automation and highly skilled techniques, the advanced rate captures attention immediately, leaving no room for drop-off. Next is the appointment stage. The basic person struggles, converting just 20 to 40% of leads to appointments, while the advanced process boosts conversions with smart systems and personalized follow-ups. The sales pitch is where deals are won or lost. The basic approach lacks objection handling and follow-up, closing just 20 to 40%, but the advanced process is tailored to handle objections and address concerns before the meeting, converting 50 to 80% into sales. The race doesn't stop after the sale. The advanced process has follow-up, referral, and upsell systems in place, creating more opportunities. The basic approach is missing out. Both started with 100 leads, but look at the difference. The basic approach barely converted leads into revenue, while the advanced system turbocharged their success. Imagine selling the same product for £8,000. What's the cost of missing out?
So now I want you to imagine that being your business. What's being missed from your eyes every day, every week, every month, every year by not having all of this aligned in the right way? And that's what we specialize in doing, is helping you achieve those goals. Imagine for the moment that you've got 10 to maybe even 20 areas of your business that all get just a 20% increase. Compounding those together has a massive impact on your business. And I'll give you a prime example. Imagine if you were playing football and you're taking a shot on goal. Just by being 5% off target, you're still missing, but you're super close. That's how a lot of business owners that we talk to feel. They feel like it's really close, but they're just missing the target, or they're getting a really low conversion. And that comes down to a number of areas, from systems, skills, processes, all the areas that we can do for you, potentially. Now, in every business, there's a number of different areas, from having a highly qualified offer, having a decent client journey, having effective automations, having processes, having CRMs, having a team that's highly skilled. Here's something I'll show you. Have a watch of this, because I think this analogy, this comparison is so apt for businesses nowadays. And it's one of the biggest flaws. And I want you to think about your business like a race car team, and how effective your business can be if you get these right. And again, if you watch this and you don't see the similarities and you don't see the benefit, you don't need to take things any further. But if you do, let's take things to the next stage.
Think of your business as a high-performance vehicle made up of various interconnected systems and components. The engine can be compared to your offer, the heart of your business. It needs to be powerful, efficient, and aligned with customer needs, just like a high-performance engine in a car. The chassis and suspension, which provide stability and support in a car, can be likened to your business's processes and frameworks. These structures ensure everything runs smoothly and your business can handle different terrains, much like your processes should be adaptable and robust. Leads are akin to the fuel that powers your business. A car needs a constant supply of fuel to keep moving, just as your business needs a steady stream of leads to thrive. Without high-quality leads, your business might stall, just like a car running out of fuel. Now the driver represents your sales team. A skilled driver who can handle the vehicle's capabilities effectively. Similarly, a well-trained sales team can leverage your business's systems and frameworks to their full potential. They navigate the processes, engage leads, and convert them into customers, just as a driver navigates the road. You have that vision in your mind, right? Good, now let's consider two scenarios. In the first, you have a sales team with low skills, much like an amateur driver. They might struggle to handle the business's capabilities effectively, leading to missed opportunities and suboptimal performance. And in the second scenario, you have a highly skilled sales team, much like a professional driver. They've undergone comprehensive training, know how to leverage the business's processes, frameworks, and leads to their advantage. This synergy leads to higher performance, increased conversions, and better customer engagement. We're here to help you achieve that. First, we'll assess your business's systems, frameworks, and processes to ensure they're optimized for performance. Then, we'll provide comprehensive training to your sales team, equipping them with the skills needed to navigate these systems effectively. What do you think would be the difference in your business if we did that?
Okay, so you're still here. So now let's see if I can help. Now there's two primary areas of businesses that we help. Although we're in 19 industries, the formats are fairly similar. And if this is one of you, we have likely got the blueprint for success ready for your business to immediately launch. And if we haven't, we won't take the business on. So let me break it down for you so you can understand a bit more exactly how that could work, okay? So number one, you could be a founder-led sales business. You're the business owner, but you're doing the selling as well. Maybe you've got a product from 3,000, 5,000 upwards to millions of pounds. You're generating leads and you're having conversations with people. That might be leads coming in organically or paid, coming in to set an appointment, coming into a face-to-face or a phone-based pitch or even on Zoom, and that converts into a client. That could be one side of your business. Now, you might be struggling because you're new. You might not have any automations. I know some people that are working off of a spreadsheet. That's not the right way to run your business to a high converting standard. Maybe the business is doing all right and you're looking to get yourself to that next stage and scale the business so that you get your time back. Now, we've helped industries from the coaching, consulting. A great one for us recently has been solar. A lot of amazing electricians have moved into solar, but they're being told things like, when you get given an objection of not interested, just say, what are you not interested in? And it's so outdated. No one is intentionally going out to the industry and doing things wrong, but most businesses are actually adding resistance and reducing the flow of the sale without even realizing it. And our job is to help change that for you in the fastest possible way. So it's fair to say, I'm not new to this. This is not my first rodeo. We've actually been doing this for years, and we have been going through all of these different industries, finding what works and finding what doesn't. That cuts down so much time for my clients, because if I've worked with 8 of your competitors and we've tried out 5 different things in each areas, that's 40 plus ways that we have tried already, and we can give you honest data on this is what we did, this is what happened, this is why we think we should do this instead, this is what we expect to happen. That cuts down months, if not years, of guesswork for you in your business. Now, it also means that we can give you the techniques, the structures, the processes, and we can do a load of that work for you. And this is why for most of our clients that get started, inside of that first 7, 14, and often 21 days, we can cover even the cost of our whole program. A prime example of this. Now, it's so hard now to understand whose testimonials you should listen to, but the solar space is a great example. We have a fantastic client from a company called All Spark Works, and Jesse is founder-led sales. He was running the business and they were doing all right. They were in another program with another great company that helped them with all areas of their business. But sales itself is the heartbeat of a business. And Jesse knew that at 30K a month, there was a real room for growth. Within the space of a matter of days of working with us, we adjusted and tuned the engine on what he was saying and when he was saying, closing 4 deals inside of the first 8 days, totaling more than he would normally do in a month. That's how fast this type of thing can work. Now, the way we do that is immediately when people work with us, we look to find fast activating wins within the business. We've got a team that do a research doc. They look at what you're doing, how you're doing it compared to the competitors, and we link that up with what we've done with other people in the industry. So we can put through a fast activating wins to increase and even recover revenue from within the business. Now, this meant for businesses like Jesse's, and Jesse's was a prime example. From the lead into appointment, we got up from the 25%, which is okay, to some instances 85% of the leads in converting to appointments. From the people they spoke to actual converted appointments. And then we looked at the next stage of how many of those appointments would convert into clients. And we went from a 25% conversion to over 65%. Now you do the numbers for yourself. Imagine that happened in your business in the next 6 weeks. How much more money would be in your bank account? Now this resulted in Jesse's business going from 30K to 60K in a month. And then he's gone from the 60K to 100K. And then we've gone inside of 12 weeks up to £150,000 in revenue. Without any expensive hires, without any expensive software. Just by tuning the engine, adjusting what's being done and when. Now he has a business that he can now scale. And he's got all the trainings, all the videos, all the scripts, all the processes, all the text sequence, all the email sequences that will give his business that real lease of life for years to come. So what does that mean? That means Jesse, who is a great guy, who just didn't have the right alignment in a number of areas. He has now got everything he needs, not just to go from the 30 to 150 a month that he's now done, but now he could scale that to 300, 500K per month, because now he's got every part of the business fully aligned, where eventually he can step back from the business because he can replace himself in the sales process because every area is aligned. Guys, this is not my first rodeo. We're doing this every single day. And I know what it's like from being on your side. But think of it like this. Imagine if you had to go for an operation. You would likely be pretty nervous, understandably so, because it's new to you. But for that surgeon, it's a daily bread and butter routine that they do. And that's the same with businesses like yours. So that's the first person we can help. So if that's your business, great. Now, if that's not you, let's talk about the other side of a business that we might be able to help you with. Now imagine you've already got a company and you've already got a sales team. We've worked in a number of different industries, from small, really highly trained sales teams to larger teams of 20 plus people. And again, what we're going to do for you is we're going to tailor a blueprint that's going to give you the strategies, the techniques, and everything that you need to have done to get the business moving more effectively. It's going to remove all the bottlenecks and replace those bottlenecks with aligned processes and systems that'll work 24/7, 365. And then once we've done that, we can then work directly with the team to get the most out of it, like we showed you in that video earlier. That means that you have then got a highly trained team and a highly trained process and system all working seamlessly. What would be the impact in your business? Now, a side note which most people overlook is you're going to want to be able to utilize everything we work with you on for years to come. Because we record and we transcribe using AI everything that we do. that will create training manuals for you and your business. So when you do hire that next person, when you do scale out the team, you can bolt them into not just the academy, which I'll talk to you about in a moment, but all of the tailored trainings that we've done in your business. So imagine hiring someone today and you could press a button and put them in front of everything they need. You've just got to train them on your company and they are going to be more effective far faster than without. That means huge impact in your business, huge potential. Now, we said earlier about smaller sales teams. Practice BC in New York is a prime example. They were already doing 400K per month when they met me with just 2 people in their sales team. We took them to $10.6 million inside of a year without any hires, anyone in a sales role. That's real impact in a business. Now imagine that's your business now and you've gone from 400K a month to 10.6 million. How would you be feeling? You can tell they were pretty happy. And what we did was we immediately impacted their business. We created a full research document. We looked at the business. We looked from a buyer's perspective. We found the cracks. We found the voids in their process. We tweaked the pitch. We doubled their initial revenue, I think, in the side of the first 90 days on a couple of their months. Real impact within their business. Now, the big problem for most businesses is they don't have an aligned acquisition system. They're doing manual work, they're having calls, they're doing outreach, they're doing this, they're doing that. Some people are just using spreadsheets. And that's not an aligned way in 2024, 2025 to move your business forward. And that just means if you're at a stage now that you're doing that, and if you don't do it, nothing actually will happen, you cannot expect the business to succeed in the modern world. Now, within weeks, what we do is we look at one, revenue recovery, the deals, proposals, pitches you've made. There are deals out there right now that you don't see value in, you can't convert, that we can help you with. That can immediately dramatically increase your revenue. Next up, a week after, we can build out an improved version of your offer with you. So that the prospects, the people we talk to, the conversations you have are more likely to be drawn in because now they understand in a better detail exactly what you do and how you do it and how that benefits them. This is vital for your business. So now we've got your revenue recovery, we've got your fast wins, and now we've developed your offer. Then we can go out and tailor a modern client journey, build out a fully functioning acquisition system. That means you can rely on this for years to come. It's exactly the same we do with a founder-led sales business, and it's exactly we do with these smaller teams like the guys in New York. And exactly the same way we do it with other companies like we've done in the recruitment space that have got 20 plus people. We're directly working with their team on a week-by-week basis, live training them, overcoming problems, implementing the system and getting them to use it in a most effective way. Meaning the team are converting more, your team are making more money, your team are converting at a higher percentage, they're happy to work, they're loving what they do, and the clients are getting the best results. All of that is only going to drive revenue further forward. And again, the thing that was missing was the unknown. They weren't aware of the knowledge that they were missing. They weren't aware that their system had flaws. They weren't aware of breaks in their process. No one intentionally does this wrong. But there are businesses across the globe right now that are doing that. And our mission is to help you fix it and do most of the hard work for you. Now, guys, you know what this is like. We don't know what we don't know. And it's so important to realize with that growth mindset that actually there is always going to be another level that's out there. And you don't understand the missed revenue and how many times you've done something that you thought was right, that was slightly off, that has completely crippled that deal. And you're 1% off and you get off that call, you get out of that meeting and you're frustrated, you're tired. You start blaming this and blaming that, but you were just 1% off, 5% off. How long are you going to put up with this? It's time to make a change. We've helped 19 plus industries. It is less about your industry and more about how you generate leads and how you sell the product or the service. That's the most important part. And the changes that have happened in the last 3 to 5 years in these industries is huge. And if you haven't kept up to date with how to do them to the highest standard, you're missing out massively every single day. Now, it's not just these standard companies we're working with. We've had massive success in the property space, from smaller companies like Callan Dunn Properties, two great guys that were on the tools that saw the opportunity to build out a business. Now, they could have waited till they were making 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month to invest into themselves. But they knew that every day they were going out, by not having these skills, the knowledge, the process, the systems, it was harboring their ability to grow the business. Within inside of 9 months, they were full-time in the business, opened their own office, had the money to hire staff members, and did over 1.4 million in revenue. What would have happened to their business if they didn't? They would have got some deals. But it is night and day difference by having the tools, the skills, the process, the systems, and the coaching to get you where you want to be far faster. They could likely have done that on their own, but it might have took 3 years, 5 years, and a lot of pain. Instead, we remove the pain, we give an aligned system, an aligned process, aligned coaching. It's a bit like hiring a sales director to come into your business for a few months to get the business right so that you can go full throttle in that business without the guesswork. Then other sides are within the property market. The social housing group, what a great group they are. And we're still working with them now. When I first met Jack, we met him at an event. I was wearing a bright orange suit and we got chatting, and he'd been following my TikTok content for months. And he said, we need to work together. Let's have a chat. And they were generating around 800K per month as it was. Inside of 6 months, we helped them adjust the way they marketed and trained their people. We even did in-person events for them. And they went from 800K to just shy of 4 million a month inside of their 6-month window. Now, they could have carried on because they were already doing great, but they saw the opportunity of bringing in an expert that specialized in those areas. And it is so easy that when your business isn't suffering, you don't think there's a problem. But missed revenue happens every single day. And that business is going to keep on growing to that 100 million mark. And I'm excited to be part of that journey with them. Now imagine what the potential of your business is. Guys, this type of thing is happening every single day. And the more that you wait, the more that you sit back, the more you find excuses, the more revenue that you're missing out on a daily basis. And it's time to make a change. I genuinely believe it is. And whether that's working with me or whether it's not, if you've watched this so far and you go, I don't know if I want to work with him, I don't know if he'll help me, you can have a conversation. But if not, if you found someone else that you believe in more, go and hire them. This isn't about me getting everyone to work with me. I want to find the people that resonate with this. And if that's you right now, then carry on watching and let's get a plan to help your business so that it becomes its potential. So guys, you're likely missing certain areas of the business. That might be some knowledge, some skills, some systems, some processes. And like we said before, just one of those areas being slightly off target can miss a deal. It is vitally important to get someone to do it for you so that it's all working in the right way. Okay, so I want to clear something up. To work with me for the done with you, done for you combination on our Conversations to Clients program, it's not cheap, but it's only expensive if it doesn't work. If I had in front of you a box right now and I said it was X amount of money to open it, and you were going to make for the rest of your life 10x that every single year, it's not expensive. It's only a problem if it doesn't work. And if we've done this in your industry for other people just like you, we already have the blueprint for success. And that's why when you get on a call, we can look at the numbers and we can build out a tailored success plan. And if we haven't worked in your industry, we will tell you. And we can tell you a forecasted return of what will happen and when it will happen based on the other industries we've worked in. So then you can have complete confidence. Now, if you're at this stage now and you're likely thinking that I could be a fit, then let me talk to you about how that might actually work. There's a part of this which most people cannot do, not because it's too skilled, but I'm truly addicted to what I do. I send around 60 voice notes a day. And on this phone, every one of my clients has direct access to me for the first 12 weeks of our program, meaning that I am there every minute of the day to help you. So whether it's you or whether it's one of your team and there's a problem, we fix it fast. You don't wait till the following week till you have a session. That also means that when we have our session each week, we are deliberately working on one specific area of the business. Offer development, client journey, pitch, objections, follow-up, whatever that might be. And we'll have tailored that and you would have signed off on it. That means your business is getting the impact every day, but you're getting the coaching, support, and business development every single week. That means you get the business you want in a timeline that you can predict and forecast. So what should you do from here? Well, if you like everything we've said so far, you can click on the button on this page and book a call. It's that simple. Now, I'll have a chat with you, but I think what's more important is I show you a couple of final things beforehand, because what we do here is very different. And it really does make a massive impact, guys, to what you're doing and how you're going to do it. Now, there are 3 options that you really have. You have the lowest end option, which is our combination of our academy and weekly coaching. And that's our Sales Accelerator program. And that's the done by you service. That means we give you a full academy, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. And then every single week, you can join a group coaching on a Monday morning where we'll get you hyped up, motivated, and we'll teach you the skills you need to thrive in your business. It's just not the tailored side. And that's done on basically a user basis. So if you're a founder-led sales, it's under £1,500. If you've got a team of 10 people, then it's based on the user basis on what you would pay. But that means that you can, for a low amount of money, actually get yourself moving forward. Let me show you a little bit about the academy real quick, and I'll show you how it actually looks, and then we'll go from there. Now, if you go into our bigger programs, you'll also have this all included anyway, so it's worth a watch. So here's the academy. This is the desktop version, and it makes it really easy if you just log on anywhere. But you've also got the app. Remember to go and download it, VT2Go, and grab yourself the app so you can have it on your phone. It makes such a difference to be able to turn up all the time. Now, there's a welcome video here that you can just go and watch. That's going to have me talking you through. I don't think we'll listen to me right now. But go and watch that video. It gives you a good walkthrough. It's really simple to understand. There's a carousel here at the top. Here you can enter into the academy. Here, we're going to have your performance tracker. That will track what you've done, what you've got right, what you haven't, and gives you ability to go back later. We're going to start hosting our meetings directly inside of here, which is going to make it even easier for you. So you can just come on here, click in, and join the next call. And then you've got your personal vault where you can add certain favorites that are in there as well. But let me just show you the academy itself. When you click on here, there's an AI assistant that's going to walk you through exactly how to use everything. Now, when we jump into the academy itself, at the top bar here, you can see my courses, my notes, my favorites, my assignments, my purchases, and skill shop. This gives you everything immediate access. None of this having to work to go and get to your next stage. You can jump into exactly where you have the problems right away. Get used to it, familiarize yourself with it, and get the most out of it. When you click for other areas, you've got things on here like the skill shop. These are some of the other big companies that are out there that also host on the same platform. These are other people that you can follow who are great people from within different industries to help get you to that next level. Now, knowing where to go on here, it's different for everyone that's out there. You can see on the left-hand side, there's a breakdown of different columns, different categories that are in here. If you've got a certain area that you're struggling with, jump into that area. I personally think starting at the top, getting into your sales basics is a great thing to get into. Understanding the different parts where you go. If you're going out and you're doing outbound calls, for example, you could scroll across in the prospecting section and you could go directly into the cold calling full program, which is immediately here ready for you to go. If it's struck on how to ask different questions, you've got these in here. Personal development, you want to get your mindset right, you can jump in there. We've got objection handling. We've got closing masterclasses, learning to master the sale. This is an area which I would definitely recommend all of you do. This is really key. It's an 8-step strategy, and you'll also have a PDF that you can download to break that down, because if you've got a goal and you're aligned with that goal, it is far easier to stick to it. Okay, so that's the academy. The big thing for this is most people don't just want to self-learn. Sales and business can be a lonely place, and being around like-minded people is vital to keep our energy, keep our motivation, keep accountable, but also keep our discipline. So what we're going to do is every single week, we're going to meet for a group coaching call. And on that call, we're going to live train around different areas of sales, business, entrepreneurship. This is going to give you full access to me. Maybe you've got a pitch you want me to review. Maybe you want to experiment with new objection handling. Maybe you've got questions and ideas. Every week, we're going to have a Q&A session. But the primary is going to be a focused area where you can stay disciplined, accountable to go from where you are to that next level. Now, if you miss any of those calls, it's completely fine. We use recording to send you over a copy of the video, but we also use AI software that's going to listen to all of our trainings, and you'll get a copy of that too. Okay, so that's the done by you side of things. That's your academy, that's your weekly coaching. You've got everything that you need in there. Now, if you want something where we're going to do the heavy lifting, that's going to cost more money, but it's going to be more impactful and it's tailored to you. Let me show you real quick how we have our hub. And the hub is set up on Notion, and it's every single part of a business that we're going to work on. Let me show you real quick before you do book that call, just to make sure that this is a fit. But what's really important is understanding how much we do, which saves you a lot of time. Prime example for this is you've got to have a very clearly defined process and workflow, and you don't have the time or the skills in the nicest way to build out to its highest possible level. So for example, we build out a full tailored workflow from when your ads come out, whether that's email outreach, paid ads, what happens and what follow-ups, video touch points, when they happen. And then, for example, if this happens, we do this. If it doesn't happen, we do that. Email nurture sequences, touch points that come through, videos, other areas. If they engage with it, this happens, book into a call. If it doesn't happen, this is what happens. And this is the big difference. And I want you to imagine a moment for your business, if this was your business and it was all tailored and done for you. How much more effective each lead is that come in. And then on top of that, imagine if you have all of this aligned as well. So you have full pitches, you have all your objections tailored out for you, all the analogy sheets, you have email sequences built out, content hooks, video scripts, closing deal analogies. Would it help you with Trojan horse follow-up, text messaging, email sequences, booking systems, everything inside of this, and it's done with you and done for you. I cannot stress enough how different a business would be. And this is exactly why when we started working with All Solar Work, it was All Spark Work, this is the big difference from where you are now to that next stage. It's not saying the other stuff that you've done isn't good enough. It's more the fact that this is taking it to that next level. Okay, so there you go. You understand me a little bit more. You understand who we've helped. You understand the different types of people that we help. You understand the different ways you can work with me. Now it just comes down to you. If I had done what we had done for these other companies, for you and for your business, where would your business be now? If you feel like it's a fit, you've got some funds together for investing into you, you've got some time, 5 to 7 hours a week to be able to do this with me, then get in touch. All I ask is that you've done all your research before you get on the call. You expect people in your products and service to make decisions fast, if it's a fit. And if you've just watched all of this and you feel that it's a fit, we're 90% of the way there. That means when you book a call, we could potentially be increasing your revenue in the next 7 to 14 days within your business. The only thing that's missing is you booking that call. I'll see you soon. Thanks for your time.